How's it going, guys? Chris back here again with some more Historic Brawl. Today, we are checking out a Arixmethes Slumbering Isle deck. So the idea of this deck is kind of hit with big creature. Is basically it. We ramp a bunch so that we can cast a bunch of spells so that we can turn Arixmethes into a 12/12 and then hit our opponent in the face. That's the plan. It's very simple, very straightforward. We have some Eldrazi at the top end. Because we're going to ramp up to them anyways. Our top end is actually very heavy. Like, this is not the kind of curve you want to see on a deck, but it works out surprisingly well because our commander is also kind of a mana rock most of the time, right? So, with that out of the way, gonna pause here, and then we'll get into some games. Alright, we are back, and we are going into game 1. We are up against a Sulfim Mayhem Dominus as our first opponent. This hand looks somewhat doable. No, it doesn't. Never mind. What am I talking about? There is no green mana here. There's some green mana. A little bit late on the curve, but decline. I don't have any forest or islands. This is my land, and I stand by it. A Verdant Paradox of Primal Logic. Fine Glimmer Snarl. Good to know. Good to know. If we get to 4 mana, I think we go into Arixmethes over Cultivator, because Cultivator is 1 mana versus 2. Right? And 2 mana is always better than that other number 1. Plus, having access to 6 mana unlocks no more of our hand than having access to 4 mana does. Good to know, good to know. That'll eventually be 7, right? Alright, Arixmethes, here we go. Opponent. They're a mid-sized dinosaur, so I don't know what was a mid-sized dinosaur. But I did do some dinosaur studying as an elective back in the day, and I learned about some dinosaurs, but I don't remember weight classes very well. Because it's just a number written down on the page, right? Like, so Sulfim only counts non-combat damage, so we're not too worried about them hitting us with everything under the sun. So there's our 7th mana. Here's our 8th. He even puts it on the battlefield untapped, which is nice. Which means we can Guruk Unleashed. Remove another counter. I think part of the reason why our opponent has shown a little bit of concern for Arixmethes is that Arixmethes is nearly impossible to burn down, right? Like, without Sulfim, there wouldn't even be a chance. With Sulfim, there is a chance, because they can get 6 damage, but it's going to cost like 2 spells. So I don't think there's a spell that just does 6 damage. Well, there is, but it's like prohibitively expensive, right? Things like Explosive Singularity does 6 to 2 targets. But yeah, that's not in the Sulfim deck. That's not what mid-sized dinosaurs are about. let's force the discard. Just gonna use a removal spell. More efficient, to be sure. 99 that it eats a removal spell. 99%. Because if it doesn't, we are just going to have the most spectacular turn imaginable. Yep, there he is. So we take 7. Yeah, 7 plus 5. Well, that's a lot of damage. I don't know if drawing anything gets us out of this at this point. Commit. Doesn't do it. I'm gonna play a big boy. And we could have commit to protect 1. We could have cameoed to bring Arixmethes alive, and then gone from there. GG opponent. GG, we are dead. So long, game 1. On to game 2. So that one was a bit rough. Hopefully we'll get a little bit better matchup. Muldrotha, the Gravetide. I don't know if that's a better matchup. It might feel better, but it probably isn't better. Keep. My curve is bad, opponent, please. Oh, your curve is bad too, so. We might actually be fine. This means that they only have creatures or cards in there. Oh, never mind. They don't have a bad curve. I thought they were playing the other one. One that really messes up your curve. A couple of them do, but that's the companion curse, right? Like some of them the restriction was bad enough that they didn't see much play, and some were so non-restrictive that you could basically just play them anytime you wanted. Man, having a Hedron Archive as a commander is just very nice. Because it's just a guaranteed 4 to 6 every game. And this will get us to 7. Actually, this will get us to 8, which is Vorinclex, Voice of Hunger, who is a disgusting commander and a disgusting card in its own right. Well, I'm not going to be playing it into that. Vivian Reed? Huh.
Let's see if you're worthy. No one knows the wilds like I do.
Aegis Insight. What do you say to that, opponent?
I'll be back, just like before.
Makes sense. Rough. They didn't mill anything off me. This guy? Rude. Rebuke. Our opponent has conceded. That makes a lot of sense, honestly. But I know that River's Rebuke is very, very popular in Historic Brawl, but I don't know if it sees play in other formats, particularly Commander, right? That would be the one that's most similar. Might be something fun to look up at some point. Either way, we're moving into Game 3 against a Chandra who is dressed to kill. Not really something I'm that interested in at the moment. Oh yeah, this is when she went to the wedding. God, I forgot about that. I was wondering how a Phyrexian invasion caused Chandra to dress to kill, but makes more sense that it happened during the whole Innistrad series. Growth Spiral? Oh right, we need a ramp. That's what we're here to do. We're here to ramp. We go up to 7 next turn. We can get a Vorinclex on the field, and it should be A-okay from there. My God, man, that is messed up. Search for Azcanta? We could have Wildest Dreams back our Growth Spiral, but it doesn't seem worth it. I hope I draw a land next turn. Go to the bin, old Gnawbones. You're not needed. I guess we're Eternal Witnessing. Back Gnawbones because it's actually a valuable card. Eternal Witness is just gonna die. Never mind. Chandra does not kill creatures. Bro, would you stop with that? That is not cool. X2. Take that. And that. Yeah, they have Stone Rain under an Arcane Bombardment now, so we are dead.
Give a toast? I'd love to.
GG Mono Red Land Destruction. I cannot recover from that, unfortunately. That basically means that every time they cast a spell, they get 2 Stone Rains, and that is bad, really bad. We're gonna move on to another game because Dude, that was rough. That was rough, bro. But I like to think that sometimes I can make a mean deck or two, right? But, like, I never go that far. Do I? I don't know. I feel like I don't go that far, but we might go that far. Yeah, if we just had like a turn or two to get out from underneath of it, where we could go from, where we could have 6 or 7 mana, we would be fine, but we would constantly kept getting dropped to 5. And if we had gone on a couple more turns, it would have been going down 1 each turn from there. So we would have been going down to 4 and probably further. I think we Druid. Pitch the plains to get a forest on the plains. Find the seam. There we go. There we go. I don't know. I put Alter Dimension here because I thought it'd be kind of funny if we could get to a state where we could sack our commander 5 times and just mill our opponent out. That, unfortunately, is a problem. So, can't be having that. Over the all form is a broken commander who does broken things. Will pass. Thassa to perfection. Looks like a Spellslinger deck, which makes sense. Got some snow lands for their snow permanent. That makes sense. Gotta get my commit back so that when Ulvar comes back down, we just get rid of him again. Because he is a menace to society in every form. Not just because he's the all form. There was a pun there, I know it, I just missed it. One day we'll find the pun. So it looks like we're going to have 3 mana next turn. Realmbreaker. Vorinclex to the bin. Actually, we have 4. So let's say no to the all form. And let's continue to say no to the all form.
No tail should be discarded.
Deal 5 since there's no protecting Tamiyo anyways. River's Rebuke. Yeah, I guess that's fine. have 2 cards in our bin. Despite how aggressive we were with Azcanta. So I guess we just play cheap stuff. There are no counters to remove Arixmethes. Yeah, we're at 7, so we can just swing for it. Lower the amount of available blockers/attackers. Cage Sun, ew. To the bin. Jin-Gitaxias, maybe? Well, why do you say I can if I cannot cast it? It makes no sense. Fine, we'll do something more productive. We'll weaken our opponent's forces for a bit. Oh. I see. It's because of our opponent. It's our opponent's Cage Sun that's making things weird. Of course it would be our opponent's Cage Sun that makes things weird. Rude. Knock out another token. It's not looking terrible, but it's not looking great. All form copy Dose into Perfection. Oh, no. Emeritus. Makes sense. Well, that's bad. Did not want to draw that. Aha. Why are you making 2 blue mana? You aren't. Weird. That's 8 plus 2. So we do this and pray they don't have a counterspell. So we can ditch that, we can ditch that, we can ditch that, we can... Don't want to ditch that, we can ditch that, we can ditch that. Don't ditch that. We can ditch that. We can ditch that. With 7 of our best cards, we might be able to pull this off, but our opponent has us dead to rights in the air, so we cannot pull this off, even with our best cards. Rude. You're not going to get to use it, though. That's the issue. Because this is 16. This is 22. And this is 26. Well, you took out some of your own damage. Still not enough to change the battle math here. Well, you give yourself flying. I'm like, you're not a wizard. Why do you fly? Nah, it's because when it becomes a spirit warrior, it's flies, right? Oh, wow. I don't know. Why am I paying 3? We'll do that next time. Because we do have an extra turn. Let's put everything back on the ground. No attack. So, Thassa, land. Burnished Hart. Forced. We should still have enough after this. And that Cage Sun. That Cage Sun is a bit wonky, to say the least. We could. I guess we go for lethal. We don't have it, but we're done. Okay, our opponent has conceded. They let us live too. I didn't want to be too rude to them, but we were on death's door, right? We had to try everything that we had access to. Either way, if you liked Arixmethes and you enjoy the content, remember to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you next time around. Bye for now.